y'all. Today it's about sweet somethings. First, I'm gonna be starting with a scrumptious Arnold Palmer cupcake. And then it's mouth-watering cookie dough truffles. And then next, the owners of my favorite cookie shop here in Savannah, y'all, stopped by to make the greatest oatmeal Scotchie cookie you've ever seen. And I just couldn't let them leave, y'all, before showing me how to decorate their signature sugar cookies.
Try not to lick it now.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm gonna kick everything off today by making an Arnold Palmer cupcake. Now, if you came into our restaurant and said, I would like an Arnold Palmer, please, our waitress would bring you a half a glass of lemonade and a half a glass of sweet tea. Apparently, that's his favorite drink. And this recipe is an Arnold Palmer cupcake. So I've got 2 sticks of unsalted butter that I'm gonna start with, and I'm gonna add 2 cups of sugar. Now I'm just gonna cream this together, and then I have 4 eggs up here on the counter that I'm gonna add after I cream our butter and our sugar. And I'm gonna add them one at a time, giving it a chance to incorporate into our butter and sugar mixture. Look at that beautiful color. All right, now our liquid is gonna be our tea. Now I have taken 5 regular sized tea bags and I have steeped it with a cup of milk. You just heat up your milk, drop in your tea bags, and let it steep for about 15 or 20 minutes. So, here's the tea part to our Arnold Palmer cupcakes. In that goes. All right, now we've got to come in there with the lemon. Now I'm just gonna grate probably about a half a teaspoon of lemon zest. And that looks about right. Now I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. And I'm just gonna eyeball that. That's about a teaspoon. All right, now we're just gonna come back in here and mix all those ingredients in. There we go. I just adore cupcakes. My mother used to make them when I was a little girl. To me, you just can't beat a cupcake. All right, now we've got to get together our dry ingredients that we need to add to our wet ingredients. And I'm gonna need 2½ cups of all-purpose flour. You have to be precise because baking is a formula. 3/4 of a tablespoon of baking powder. And that's gonna make our cupcakes get fat and pretty. And now 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And then we're just gonna add them to our wet ingredients. In the bowl that goes, and then I'm gonna take our little mixer and mix up those dry ingredients into our wet ingredients. All right, now I'm gonna turn that up and just whip that on out. All right, there we go. That was simple enough. All right, I wanna load up our muffin tins. I'm lining mine with paper because it works out better for a cupcake. And I'm just gonna put 1 heaping scoop into the muffin tins. And I'm using a medium-sized scooper. My oven has been preheated to 350 degrees, and we're gonna bake these for about 20 to 22 minutes. So, in they go. Let's make our frosting that's gonna go on our Arnold Palmer cupcakes. Now, I've got 2 sticks of butter that's at room temperature. I've got a half a cup of our milk and tea mixture that I made earlier. I'm gonna cream our butter, soften it up, and then I'm gonna add 2 cups of confectionate sugar. go. This is gonna be a real rich, buttery frosting. Now I'm gonna start adding our liquid. That looks like hot chocolate, doesn't it, or chocolate milk. Boy, would the kids be surprised if they picked that up and started guzzling it thinking it was chocolate milk. They'd be real surprised. All right, so I think that's about right. All right. We've got our milk tea in there, and now I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of lemon juice. There we go. I'm gonna keep beating this until it's nice and creamy, and when we come back, we're gonna frost those cupcakes. 'Cause today it's about sweet something.
Coming up, it's cookie dough truffles.
Cookie dough lover in your house is gonna be so very happy.
And later, those two smart cookies are stopping by to make a giant oatmeal Scotchie cookie.
Oh, that looks so good.
And later, they're letting me help decorate their famous sugar cookies.
Oh, look, he just comes to life.
I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break.
I got our cupcakes out of the oven, Arnold Palmer cupcakes, and I was just trying to jump ahead and get some nuts chopped up for our next dish. But since y'all are back, let's come on over here and finish up these cupcakes. Now, I'm just gonna put a little thin layer, and then I'm gonna fill our pastry bag with our icing and just cover our Arnold Palmers with little stars. Aren't those pretty? And we can stick a straw in it, because an Arnold Palmer, you would actually have a straw because you're drinking it. Isn't that cute? And not only is it cute, it's so very tasty. Well, come on down here because I want to get this next recipe going. And this is a no-cook cookie dough truffle. And we're gonna start with 3/4 of a cup of packed brown sugar. Pack that in there good. And another 1/4. 1 stick of butter that's at room temperature, and just cream that together. I know some girls that say by the time they get through tasting the dough, there's none left to bake cookies. Some people just love cookie dough. So that's what these truffles are gonna taste like. Okay, now I'm gonna measure out 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. All right, we're gonna add 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. Got that mixed together. Now, when y'all pop back in on me, I was chopping nuts. I'm gonna need about 1 cup of chopped pecans. You can use the nut of your choice. So bear with me while I get my nuts cut. There we go. That looks about like 1 cup. Now I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of little mini semi-sweet chocolate morsels. So we're just gonna mix that up. And that looks like some mighty fine cookie dough, doesn't it? And then we're gonna start rolling our truffles. Now you'll want to take your hands and dip them down in some flour because this cookie dough is going to be a little sticky. So you just want to roll them into balls about the size of a walnut. Just like that. And you'll want to keep your hands rolled in that flour. Otherwise, you're going to have a sticky mess. So, I'm going to roll these out, stick these in the refrigerator, and let them set for about 2 hours. Now, I've got some down here that I've had in the refrigerator chilling for us. So here's our cookie dough after it's set up. Now back here behind me on the stove, I've got some milk chocolate that I melted over hot water. And we're just gonna take our balls and we're just gonna run them around in that chocolate and lift them out just like that. Doesn't that look good? The cookie dough lover in your house is gonna be so very happy. And then we're gonna let those set up in the refrigerator and let that chocolate harden on them. And they're gonna be so good. But you know what? I got this cupcake sitting over here and Arnold saying, Paula, Paula. That is so good, y'all. You can taste that lemon. Great time of day, that's good.
Coming up, my girlfriends Amanda and Annette stop by to make the greatest oatmeal Scotchie cookie.
Michael Groover will be on this like white on rice.
And later, they're letting me help decorate their famous sugar cookies. I hope y'all are enjoying the show, and I want to hear from you. Tell me what recipes or videos you'd like to see me make by just leaving a short comment below. Now, let's get back to the show, y'all.
Well, y'all, I want you to look over here at this tier of cookies. These cookies are the best in Savannah, Georgia. 2 Smart Cookies. Well, I've got those 2 girls in the kitchen with me, y'all, that I want to introduce y'all to. This is Amanda, and this is Annette. So, why don't you 2 Smart Cookies tell everybody what you're gonna make today?
We're going to be making oatmeal Scotchies.
That's a big, huge cookie here in Savannah, y'all.
Got those pecans in them.
Got those pecans, yes.
We've got a cup of softened butter in our bowl. We need to add a cup of packed brown sugar.
Okay.
All of you
Well,
wanna get me
I'll
that?
measure that for you.
Okay, I'm gonna add it right to that butter.
Okay, how's that?
Great, and then we're gonna need a half a cup of granulated sugar.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and put the dry ingredients together first. I'm going to use 1.5 cups of flour.
And that's an all-purpose flour, right?
It is.
All right,
And your eggs?
Eggs, a couple of eggs, 2 eggs.
You gonna start creaming that?
I guess I can.
Okie doke.
Teaspoon of baking soda.
One at the time or just
Yeah,
toss?
just that. You can just toss them in there. They'll be just fine.
Don't y'all feel good, though, about your accomplishments?
We do.
I mean, a
We
little
do.
flour and butter and eggs, and
It's amazing.
look what y'all have done.
Who knew that people wanted cookies so badly, but they apparently
oh, honey,
do. so.
listen, America will always buy a cookie.
And we're gonna need that teaspoon of vanilla.
Okay, I'll go ahead and pour that in.
And I'm going to put 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
Coming together nicely. It smells pretty good too, that butter, huh?
I'm telling you what,
All right, Amanda, you
I
wanna
love me some butter.
go ahead and dump that in
This
there?
is great.
Just on low speed or else you'll have a nice flour storm. You ever done that
I have done that a few times.
before? We like to make that store real dusty.
Who came up with the name?
Amanda did.
Yeah, I did. You know, I spent some sleepless nights. It just popped out one day.
I thought the name was ingenious when I saw it.
Paula, you want to go ahead and get the rolled oats ready for me?
What kind of oats we using in it?
I like the
long cooking, old-fashioned.
Yes. It gives a lot more texture, a little bit more crunchiness.
Okay.
We got the 2½ cups.
2½ cups.
Okay. 3/4 cups of pecans.
Okay.
And you can always add a few more of those. And then we need a cup of the butterscotch chips.
Yes.
Amanda, maybe you can
Get
get
the
our
pan.
pan.
Okay.
So
Oh, we're gonna make one big cookie.
we're going to make a big old cookie.
Yay! This is great.
Yeah. Pretty
I
quick.
hate dipping up cookies, so
Okay.
I'm
This
going to
is-
go ahead and spray the pan, too.
okay.
All right. We'll just take our spatula. You want to do one?
Or
No?
yeah, I'll do one.
Okay. Oh, I got to have a little taste.
Oh, you mean I'm supposed to scrape it?
Scrape it, not eat it. We do like to taste things, don't we?
Absolutely. That's good dough.
And just dump it in your pan. And
Now, do y'all make these like this at the store?
we sure do.
Put a message on it when it's finished.
Okay, now
Yum.
we're going to stick it in the oven and bake it at 350 for about 20-25 minutes.
Okay, well, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Well, come on down here, girls, because I
Okay.
want y'all to taste these truffles that I made earlier. They look pretty good, don't they?
They sure do. And cookie dough right up our alley.
I was gonna say, yes, y'all can really appreciate this. All right, now let's reach over here and y'all get you one and tell me what you think.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm making cookies for the 2 smart cookies.
Yum.
Tastes like cookie dough, doesn't it?
Sure does.
But with chocolate on the outside.
Could be any better.
Up next, us girls are going to cookie heaven.
Try not to lick it now.
I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break.
Well, y'all, this is what I've been waiting for all day long. This cookie. This cookie right here. These are the most wonderful. Can I stick these right here, girls? Is it a sugar
It's a sugar
cookie?
cookie.
It's just
Well-
a nice sugar cookie.
Now, out of everything that y'all do, this is my favorite because you taste them first with your eyes and they're so beautiful. Look at the cute little frog. All right, now show me everything that you do.
Just icing with a little almond flavoring in it. And we have just put it
Y'all
on.
hand decorate every one of
Every
those?
single cookie. Yeah.
I'm not good at this. Do I do the whole frog?
The whole frog, and then we have some eyeballs for him right there in the
Oh, I
little dish.
see that. Now, is there anything special about this icing? Is it just...
I think it's the almond flavoring that people are so attracted to. We've been accused of putting something in it that will be addictive, but we don't tell people what it is.
And this icing has to be fairly thin, doesn't it?
It does.
So it will spread. It can't be like a icing on a cake.
Oh, no.
I can't believe
Try
y'all.
not to lick it now. That's the idea.
Does everybody clean y'all's cookies by licking them?
We have children who come in and their parents buy them a cookie and they lick all the icing off first.
All right, now, just like right there. Oh, look, he just comes to life. Now, where do you get things like this?
Any place that sells cooking items,
They
you
would
have-
carry things like this. Now, what else does this frog get?
He can get polka dots if you'd like, whatever you want.
You know what?
It's up
I
to
think
you.
maybe some little green polka dots. Look at that.
Well, give him any color you want.
We'll give him a yellow wart. That's just like the cutest thing, and it's gonna taste so good. Speaking of cute, look at the swimsuit. Look at the little belt. And look at what Amanda's done with that palm tree. How many people do y'all have doing this?
Most days we have probably 5 or 6 people that are icing cookies.
How many of these do y'all produce a day?
Hundreds.
These are just adorable. All right, now what are we gonna do to our
Gonna
cookie
put a little
cake?
message on it. Then I thought you could come back in with the green and just put some little stars around the
I'll
side.
try. All right, so what are you gonna put on that?
We're gonna put a message on here.
Is that what y'all normally do?
We do.
Like
Happy
put a-
birthday, you know, congratulations, whatever.
Best.
Did you guess?
I think I know what this is gonna say, girls. Best dishes. So how do you get your colors that vibrant?
Just keep adding the gel until we get it the right color. And we like them bright. All right, it's all yours.
All right, now what do you want me to do?
Just do some stars.
Michael Groover will be on this like white on rice. That looks so good.
Yeah, and Annette put some
can
of
always,
those little
If you want to
sprinkles
spice
on
it
there.
up a little bit, just
Oh,
add a
how
few little
pretty.
sprinkles on there.
So what you say,
Shall we?
take a tip of this star.
Looks like it could be pretty tasty. Okay.
There you go.
Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if y'all enjoyed this week's full episode Friday, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, friends.